It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cards and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken at the goal line.
Unable to corral him, he fights through.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
He was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Back to throw, Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 6 catches, 69 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Off play action, Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But you look at this defense.
Well, they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
From the 46, here's the second down and 4. Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And incomplete.
This defense for the Cards, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, Two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And shoving his way inside the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Murray now on 1st down. Got him in. It's Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The numbers for Brown from a week ago. 6 catches, 77 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Now Murray off play action. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Harris starts the drive on the ground. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. That is incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Wilson's got it complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A handoff for Warren. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner,
the Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Pickett back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3rd and long for Pickett. That's complete to his tight end fire move. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Here comes Dortch on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for the next drive, the tight end, Zach Ertz. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Yeah, pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll run it. Warren.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he returns this to the 22. The football going back over to Arizona now. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw, it's Murray.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Murray again. This is Connor.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
And they'll accept that penalty.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. The catch and run good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now. A short one there, caught by Swain. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
They run behind center with Connor.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On second down, here's Murray. A beautiful fake.
And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Kyler Murray, to the surprise of no one, finished second amongst quarterbacks with 11 rushing touchdowns in 2020. Just 3 in 11 games in 2022. But let's face it, anytime he's maneuvering around, we expect him to take off and go, and he did it on that play.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here's one.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Mike Pennell with the tackle.
Now it's second and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And his throw here's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be fourth down.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Oh, some strong running.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. And a completion to Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Murray going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On the return is Peterson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Got his man, it's Warren.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in...
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete here.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He finds his man Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Back to throw. Pickett. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd and 7. They toss it to Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Connor.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now Murray. And pass complete to Moore.
So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now he's flushed out left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now it's Peterson. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
Right at the 30.
Harris will start the drive out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now a run with Warren. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Pickett back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Steelers 1st down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Pickett right back to the air again.
It's hauled in by Hardy.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pickett. That is caught.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Pickett.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
First down, Murray. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Murray. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Murray. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Murray now on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Alex Highsmith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Murray now. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He finds Pickens over the middle.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so
often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Murray fighting, lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Arizona.
Murray now to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Throwing now is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Murray again. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
At the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Murray going to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got his big tight end here. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Prater for the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll run on 1st down.
Warren. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Pickens going in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground.
It's Warren down to about the 32.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Steelers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And this is caught. He hits more. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Murray to air it out again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Murray, one final try. Flush to his right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Steelers, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.